Two wildcard events remain until the Final Four is decided, and we head to the biggest, the baddest track of them all. Hello everybody and welcome to the Talladega Superspeedway here in Talladega, Alabama for race 8 out of 10 here in season number 2. It's the biggest, the baddest track on the circuit, pack racing, the big ones, wrecks. You're gonna see it all here today at the Talladega Superspeedway. Last week it was an enthralling battle for the win between Alex Bowman and Ryan Blaney. They straight up dueled, jousted for an entire lap, where it ended up resorting to contact to finish it off.
Off into turn 6 and 7. Bowman clear. Oh, off the bumper, into the wall. Blaney side by side, almost spinning.
What a finish at Watkins Glen. The question is, will we get another one of those finishes to remember here today? Let's start out by talking about Michael McDowell, though. He's starting on your pole here today, and he was very fast in qualifying. He's never started on the pole before. He's never won before. Watch for the 34 to be a contender here late. But how about instead of a 4, we take a look at a Chevy. William Byron, he's starting 11th today, just shy of the top 10, and he is barely in the Final Four by only a couple of points. He needs a couple of good days here today at Talladega and next week at Martinsville to stay in. Watch for him to try and make some big moves late. But how about Chase Elliott, another Hendrick driver? He's starting mid-pack, and he's been really fast the past week, but he needs a rebound after he wrecked last week at Watkins Glen. And similar story for the 5 machine, also wrecked last week, starting a bit further back in the field in the 23rd position. Watch for them to maybe team up and work their way to the front. And then starting at the very last position today is Tyler Reddick. He is starting last, failed pre-race inspection 3 times. He will be starting the back. It'll be fun to see what he can make from that last position. But out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup for today's event. In row number 1 is Michael McDowell and Ryan Preece. Row 2 is Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney. Then row 3, more Fords in Chris Buescher and Joey Logano. The first non-Ford today is Martin Truex Jr. and Todd Gilliland in row 4. Then Ross Chastain, Chris Rebel in row 5. William Byron and Alex Bowman in row 6. Josh Berry and Brad Keselowski in row 7. The rest of the field will scroll past your screen. You're going to see a lot of drivers starting a bit further back than they would have liked today. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, all starting outside the top 20 or right on the bubble of it. It's going to be fun to see what they can do working from that mid-pack position. It's going to be 12 laps today at the Talladega Superspeedway, and it's going to be a fun one. Let the drivers, they are going to begin rolling off pit road. 6 straight Ford Mustangs to lead them off and ready to go racing. Let's go take a look at your race analysis for today's event. It's 12 laps, 300 miles, 2 races until the Final Four are decided. It's the last pack racing season, and watch for the big one that always strikes. It's going to be Michael McDowell and Ryan Preece, unlikely candidates leading the front row. This is Talladega. Through the tri-oval, it's going to be Michael McDowell and Ryan Preece leading us green at the Talladega Superspeedway. A pretty even start on both lanes as they thunder down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. For the first time today, the bottom lane, a bit of advantage. It's Michael McDowell, large and in charge up front. Whole big flyby of the field right now. Everyone just getting sorted. Don't want to make a move too early. Hamlin gonna duck out, making it 3 wide in the back. Oh, Preece back. Watch Ryan Blaney. 3 wide on the outside lane. Preece left and dry on the inside. As you see Michael McDowell, the inside lane, being formed no longer. Watch Chris Buescher. What a run. Martin Truex Jr. with a huge shove through the tri-oval. It's now a side-by-side battle for the lead once again, and Chris Buescher and Martin Truex Jr. rough pushing, almost around goes Buescher. They're going to barely keep it straight. We head back into turns 3 and 4. 3 laps clear. Can we make it 4? Here comes Truex. 3 wide for the lead. Not quite. Buescher falls back. It's McDowell leading yet another one as we head on to lap number 4. Michael McDowell still leading that inside lane strong. Watch Cindric big run by Buescher. McDowell, he's a goner on the inside lane. Austin Cindric now in charge of this entire field. What's he gonna do? Oh, big squirtly into Buescher off the inside wall. It's a multiple car incident. Truex, Buescher, and Cindric all around off turns number 4. The first crash of the day will strike early here at the Talladega Superspeedway. And we knew it was going to happen eventually. The pushes just kept getting worse and worse, more frantic. Still early in this race. Let's go and take a look at a replay of how this happened. It was Austin Cindric and Chris Buescher setting Dandy in the inside lane. Looks like a big shove was moving and Cindric could not handle it. Big hit into Buescher and back on the outside wall. And looks like Martin Truex Jr. just wrong place, wrong time. And he will also be out today. Taking a look at it here. Looks like he got squirrely hit. Buescher back on the inside wall. A couple of big smacks for the two of Austin Cindric. But we're very fortunate that none of the other drivers in the field were involved. Take a look at one last time. Just nothing Martin Truex Jr. or Buescher could have done there. Just a big run brewing in the middle lane. And Austin Cindric could not contain it. All three of those drivers will hit the garage and their days are over. Michael McDowell, he's leading the field once again. It's Ryan Blaney, his sidekick on the outside lane, and it's going to be a fun one. We're resuming on lap number 5. Michael McDowell, Ryan Blaney, 2 Fords, going to lead us back green here at Talladega. Pretty even start once again, heading onto the back straightaway. They're screaming down. It's a big run on the outside lane. That Penske duo, watch them, the field accordioning in the back. Michael McDowell almost clear once again. Now he is. Watch the 3 yellow Fords on the outside lane. Bowman gonna create a third lane up there. Now Blaney, the Penske driver, is gonna go there. And here comes Chastain and Byron. McDowell, bye-bye. Chastain to the lead. Chastain gonna slide up. Here comes Blaney. Oh, contact made. Barry McDowell, Blaney up in the air. Tires flying. Logano involved as well. It's a 4-car huge incident on the back straightaway. Here on lap number 6, caution is brought back out for Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Josh Berry, and Martin Truex Jr. A tire just came flying off. I believe it was Ryan Blaney's car. Blaney went up in the air. Let's take a look at the replay. Chastain slid up in front of Blaney here, and Blaney had a big run. He tried to go the inside. He wasn't clear. Look at Ryan Blaney up in the air. Almost up and over. Looks like the roof flaps did their job. Take a second look at it here. Watch how big of an incident it was for McDowell and Barry. Innocent bystanders. Whoa. And look at Blaney up there. Logano collateral damage. But Ryan Blaney tried to be a bit too aggressive too early, and it's going to send him out of today's race. Another incident is done and over the field. Lowering down. Will they be more careful or rowdier than ever? Here we go. It's going to be William Byron and Ross Chastain. 2 Chevys who will lead us back to green for the first time today. It's no Fords. Let's go back racing out of turns number 4 and through the trial. Well, it's William Byron and Ross Chastain leading us back green. Very even start for the 3rd time today. What's gonna happen? They remain uniform. Dead heat thundering into turns number 3. Chastain bowing out a bit, trying to get a big run, but it appears that Byron is clear. Whoa! Big run. It's a big charge. Watch Bell squirrely in the back. Here comes Byron and Todd Gilliland. Where did he come from leading? Byron now going to move up in front of his Chevrolet teammates. 4 lanes deep in the whole lane. Gets squirrely. Watches the outside lane. Gets crossed-over. How about Todd Gilliland? No. He's shoved out of line. Now Byron jumps in front of his 48. His Hendrick teammates leading the bottom lane. 3 by 3 throughout the whole field. They're getting rowdy here at Talladega. Out of turns number 2 now. It is still 200 cars leading charge on the inside. Chevys have come alive in the late stages of this race. Now Byron's leading the pack. Chastain trying to get a run. Oh, Bell squirrely. Oh, around goes Keselowski hard to the outside wall. Busch involved as well. And the front end of that 6 machine is pancaked. A huge hit for Brad Keselowski. The AMR safety team will come out immediately. Caution is back out here on lap number 10, to set up an overtime restart when we go back green. And what a big hit into the wall for the 6 of Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch involved too. Let's take another look at it. You can see Byron just heading to the corner. And watch him on the inside lane. Bell got squirrely, and then off the bumper of Reddick. Big hit. Big smack into the outside wall for the 6 of Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch nowhere to go. But man, what a big hit for the 6 of Brad Keselowski. Look at that front end just crumple. You can see the wall move. That is how big of an impact it was for the 6 machine. We're going to take a look at it one final time. And just look how big this hit is. What a hit for the 6 of Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch unfortunately involved as well. They will head to the garage. Their day is over. It's going to be 2 laps to go. Overtime restart. It's going to be William Byron on the inside, his Hendrick teammate, Alex Bowman on the outside, Chastain and Christopher Bell pushing. This is Talladega. Will we see way mayhem, or will it be a clean finish? Heading into the tri-oval, William Byron, Alex Bowman lead us green in overtime. It's Byron with a good shove. Is he clear of Bowman? Yes, he is. He slides up the whole outside lane. Gets squirrely. Here comes Bowman. 3 wide. Bye-bye Byron to the middle lane. Chastain now leading. He's going to leap up in front of the 48 machine. Here comes Carson Hocevar, setting them 4 wide in the back. It's Chastain, large and in charge. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go here at Talladega. You see Chastain in the lead. Here comes the outside lane. Oh, off the bumper of the 9 machine. Bowman around. Whole field sideways. Now it's Byron and Hocevar. Hocevar to the outside lane. Byron blocks. Now Hocevar to the inside. To the outside. Byron spinning. Off of him. Chase Elliott pirouetting through the air and slamming into the catch fence. Rolling back to the ground and stopping right before the start-finish line. What a flip for the 24 of William Byron. That car is destroyed. Carson Hocevar has won here at the Talladega Superspeedway. And a hellacious smash into the catch fencing for William Byron. Look at the catch fencing. Absolutely destroyed. Let's take a look at the replay of how that happened. Byron, he was leading in. Wow, I cannot believe that. Look at this. The whole field was rowdy these last 2 laps. They knew they had to go for it now. Hocevar, that was the winning move, taking them 4 wide in the back. And Chastain, he was leading here. Bowman thought he was in a good position, then the whole field got squirrely off the bumper here. Bowman went around off the bumper of Elliott, and then it's Chastain, Byron versus Hocevar. And Byron met the fate of the catch fencing. Look at that, off the bumper. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at the hang time on the 24 machine and him ricocheting through the catch fence. We're going to take a couple looks at just the 24 here. Off the bumper of him. Look at that. That looks very reminiscent to the 2011 Carl Edwards flip, where he just got up in the air. How did that happen? We'll take a look at it in slow-mo here. Dodging every which way, trying for the win. Spun off the bumper, and wow. Look at that car get ripped up and destroyed by the catch fencing. Oh my word, we'll take a look at it one more time in full speed. Look at it. Oh, wow. Huge wreck for the 24 of William Byron. But Carson Hocevar is your winner here at the Talladega Superspeedway. 1 race left until the Final 4 is decided next week at Martinsville. Carson Hocevar takes away the win for today's event. Then Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, and Ty Gibbs. Tyler Reddick can round your top 5 after starting last. Very impressive day for him. And a lot of underdog names up there. And you can see the end here. William Byron, after pirouetting through that catch fencing, finishing 25th is an incredible feat. Just happy that he was able to make it out of his car and walk to the ambulance. You can see a lot of big names out here early, and Chris Buescher and Austin Cindric round out the field. Now let's take a look at your point standings. 1 race to go until the Final 4. It's Reddick, Bell, Chase Elliott, and Alex Bowman above the cut line by 2 points it is anybody's game. It is only 10 points from 10th to 4th is a 7-point difference. It's going to be a fun race next week at Martinsville. Take a look at the next slide here. These drivers, they don't really have any chance to make the Final Four, but they do have a chance to surprise everyone and go out there for a win next week at Martinsville or at the finale at Indy. Well, those are your points standings. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week at the Martinsville Raceway or Speedway for race 9 to decide the Final Four, the NOCO 400 in Virginia. I can't wait to see you there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here and you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm and shows me that you guys enjoy me. Thank you guys so much for making it to this point in the video. I appreciate you all, and have a blessed day.